Well, hello, this is Barry, and today I am going to explain my tier list of the Chinese cartoons because apparently some people in the comments have some opinions. Let me start at the top. Now, Nagisa Furukawa from Clannad is in the top tier by herself, and I don't want to hear anything about it. She has a quiet strength about her that most of these other fellas could learn something from. Also, she reminds me of my Barbara. Moving on. Now in the among the strongest tier, we have Afro Samurai. Now some of you are going to say, Barry, other people are stronger than Afro, and to that I say, the man has the number one headband. It is literally the number one headband. That is not my opinion. That is just what the headband says. Next we have Sonny. Now Sonny is from Clannad, and he is a very tough young man. He gets into a lot of fights. Every episode, practically. Very physical young man. Reminds me of some fellas I used to know at the factory. His full name is Yo-Hee Sun No Hara, but I just call him Sonny. Then we have Naruto. Now everybody knows Naruto, so I don't need to explain that one. Then we have Griffith from Berserk. Now I have reviewed Berserk on this page already, and I don't want to get into it too much, but Griffith becomes a god or whatever at the end. So, among the strongest, obviously. And then Saitama from One Punch Man. My grandson told me about this one. Apparently he can defeat anybody with one punch, which seems like it would get boring after a while, but okay. Now, the very powerful tier. We have Guts from Berserk and Goku from the Dragon Ball. Now I can already hear some of you typing. And I want you to calm down. Goku is very powerful. I understand that. But I will tell you something. Guts carried that big sword through the whole show with one arm and never once complained about it. Not once. And in my experience, a man who does not complain is stronger than a man who hollers about everything. Goku hollers a lot. Moving on to the powerful tier. We have the short one, with the metal arm from Full Metal Alchemist, Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, Zoro from One Piece, and Levi from Attack on Titan. Now Ash Ketchum is powerful because he has a lot of animals that fight for him. In my day, we called that having good employees. Very strong leadership qualities in that young man. Zoro has 3 swords, which is 2 more than a normal person. So that counts for something. Levi, I almost put lower because he is very short, but my grandson tells me he is extremely strong, so I will take his word for it. Now, the kind of a tough tier, we have Light Yagami from Death Note and Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. Light Yagami is just a boy with a notebook, a very smart boy, I will give him that. But at the end of the day, it is a notebook. Spike Spiegel is a skinny fella with a gun. I have known many skinny fellas with guns, and I would not call any of them among the strongest. Now, the weak tier. This is where I want to address some comments directly because people have been very upset about this. Aaron Yay-ger's Big Titan is in the weak tier. Now, before you start typing, I want you to think about what Aaron did. That young man committed a genocide, a whole genocide. And I am sorry, but in my book, that is not strength. That is poor character. My father always said that a man who hurts innocent people is the weakest kind of man there is, and I believe that. Also, Jimmy Neutron is in this tier, because frankly, I don't fully understand what he is doing on the list, but my grandson put him there, and I trust his judgment. And finally, Whippersnapper Sauce tier, which is just Totoro. Now, some of you are saying Barry Totoro is not even a fighter. And to that, I say, exactly. He is a big, fluffy creature who takes naps and rides a bus. That is Whippersnapper Sauce behavior, and I will not be apologizing for that placement. Anyway, I hope this clears everything up. If you have further questions, please leave them in the comments or give me a quick phone call, and I will try to respond when I get a chance. I am a busy man. This is Barry. Good night.